Well, I think it's fantastic to see so many people here at this wonderful event, and I appreciate the Rotary Club, the annual car show event they're putting together. I think it brings people together. It's a celebration of history as well, and I think these kind of events are a real pleasure to attend, but also they are the best of Burnley and the wider region. I'm thoroughly enjoying this day in particular because
Rotary Club of Burnley got involved with the car show some 35 years ago. Prior to that it was the Rover Motor Company. I think there was about 25 cars turn up at the show then, as opposed to nearly 400 last year. So it's grown, we've altered things and for the better. Then on the day it's more of a family day. We've got the members of the club, and besides that the families are pulling their children in and the wives and what have you. We've got a children's fairground. It's a family day.
Is that the first time you've been up in a helicopter?
Yes.
What do you feel?
Yeah, it was good, really good, yeah.
Over the arena with all the cars surrounding it, all the entrants, they lined them all up, and then during the course of the afternoon there's judges going around and assessing which they think are the best for which classification and group that they're in. We just want a fine day, plenty of sunshine, and that increases the attendance, which gives us the chance to make a little bit more money for the charities which are supported locally.
I'm Terry Butterfield from Higham, and this is my car, the old girl, and she's an MGTD, a 1951 MGTD, and I've had her now around about 6-7 years now, and when the weather's nice, we'll just take her out for a quick spin and enjoy it. It's good.
So we're a small branch, hence.
Yes.
We have meetings at the Peel Arms our second Tuesday of every month. I want to get that bit in.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a 1968 Morris Minor. I bought it 18 months ago. It's had a few modifications. It's had the alternator, it's had the brake servo fitted, electronic ignition, hydraulic clutch, and the reservoir for the brakes has been put under the boot. Apart from that, it's totally original. To have one back, it's like part of your DNA, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you've had one,
Yeah.
you also go back to them, I think. And I think they're such a beautiful shape. They make people smile, and that's what it's about.
Well, this car was rebuilt in 2014, completely rebuilt, nut and bolt from the floor upwards. It has a 5-speed gearbox, it has disc brakes, servos on the brakes, and I've had a new hood put on it. As you can see inside, it's all brand new, and I've had it 3 years. Put an electronic ignition on there, I've put a new vacuum unit on it, new alternator, and it's been well serviced. It's got a new battery, almost everything. There's the servo for the brakes there. Of course, it's got.
I'm Tony Green, and this is my car. I've always fancied one because, a bit like steam engines, you can see all the works on these, and that's half the fun, is the playing around and tinkering and what have you. And in fact, when I was young enough to sit on my mother's knee, my father had one of these as well, so they're a bit in the family, but until I retired I didn't have the time or the wherewithal. I got this one from a chap in Newcastle. The engine started, but that was about all, and all the rest has been done by myself over the years. I've had it about 16 years now. It's fun to drive, quite a handful because of the hand throttle and the double D clutch and what have you, and cable brakes, so you learn to keep well away from the bloke in front. So it's great fun, particularly it's a fine weather car.
So it's advertised in the Morris Minor magazine in Scotland. Rang them up, they told us it was air.
No, it was Perth in Scotland.
In Perth.
And it was Perth in Scotland, so he went up and he bought it. And that's 20 years since. 21 years.
21 years ago,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He's always dealt in Morris Minors though, haven't you?
Yeah.
He was a police mechanic. I'm doing not talking. He was a police mechanic, and he all brought the Morris Minors out, panda cars, you know.
Yes,
he did all those repairs and that. So he said, I'm going to get a Morris Minor. Fancy that, but
When
anyway, so
when I fit the Morris Minors out, I had to put signs on top.
police signs on it.
And one on the back.
Was this for Lancashire Police, was
Yeah.
it? Lancashire?
No, Burnley Borough.
Burnley Borough.
Sorry.
Oh, of course, going back pre-1974.
Yeah.
We're getting on, you see.
Yeah.
Now.
Then Lancashire took over.
Yes.
The 1953 Leyland Taggart PS2, once owned by Burnley Corner Nelson Transport Committee bus, and then it came out of service in about 1974, and then it was owned by a few people, and then I owned it again in 2018. She lives locally now. She lives in Great Harwood, under the banner of Towneley District Transport Trust, and she's undercover 24 hours a day and all that now. And now she just has, now she's coming out and about now. She did a main voyage May 2018 to Morecambe after I did an engine rebuild on it, and she's been out ever since. Weddings, local events and stuff like that we use it for, yeah. Maintenance wise, it's not so bad at the moment. I'm keeping up to date with everything. She's had 2 new tyres fitted, which you have to go to India for them nowadays. not local. Anything else that she needs, you have to do a lot of research on the internet for them and stuff like that to be able to, you know, keep it to the standard she's at the moment.
Bruce Mackay. I've lived in Spofford, which is the other side of Harrogate, so I've come best part of 50 miles with a detour today because we got a little bit lost. But this is a 1938 Austin 7 Taurah, and it's one of the very last ones ever made. It was built in 1938. It was registered in October, the end of October 1938. Got lots of very different features from the early Austin 7s. It's got the usual bicycle brakes on the front, but rod brakes on the back. That means these are the only Austin 7s ever made that will actually stop, because a lot of them they are notorious for not stopping, but this is actually quite good. But the mechanically, the early ones and the very last ones are very, very similar. So you've got you know, the side valve engine, which is 747 cc's, 8 horsepower, which means it doesn't go up and down Lancashire's hills very easily. And yeah, sometimes if you go up Sutton Bank in the Yorkshire Dales, there are stories of people having to get out and reverse them.
Now then, sir, could you tell me a little bit about... oh, sorry.
It's been on a diet.
Oh.
Came over from Belgium as a wreck. Yeah. I bought it on a website, went to have a look at it, and I thought it looked lovely on the pictures. When I got it here, it was a real wreck. Unfortunately, the windscreen was broken, the engine wouldn't run, the gearbox wouldn't run, the tyres were flat, the wheels are flat. More rust than bodywork, but we're getting there with it, slowly but surely. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work on it over the years, yeah, and we're getting there. It's just the windscreen alone I had to have imported, £1,500 for a windscreen. It's a lot of money.
Will you be using it commercially, do you think?
I have done. I've done weddings with it, would you believe? Weddings have been very popular, goth weddings, where the bride sat in the back. If the bride's happy, that's all.
Nibs, it's the only one Nibs actually built, so it's a one-off model. 1938. It was built for an undertaker in Poynton, and Nibs used to build his Bentleys in his hearse for him. So he got them commissioned. He bought the chassis. It's a 2530 engine. He bought the chassis and had this commissioned. During the war, it was hidden. Otherwise, it would have been stripped down and used in an ambulance or something. And it was owned by a group of London solicitors. I bought this in Bangor 10 years ago, or 9.5 years ago. I spent 20 grand having the engine rebuilt. And about another 5 grand upholstery and hood and things like that. But it's an investment. I drive it all over. Just got back from the Normandy beach landings in France. Did Spain last year in it. So yeah, good old bird.
My name's Andy. This is my wife Diane. Labour of love, the VW Beetle and the Teardrop. It's took me 2.5 years to do the car. Complete restoration. Brand new engine last year because I blew it up. The Teardrop, I designed it and put the rear arches off a Beetle on it just to try and keep it in keeping. We use it as often as we can. We go to all VW shows and we like just enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's trophy time here at Towneley Park. Could we ask for all the winners, please, in each of the categories to come into the arena now, please? And the kit car, entry number 1, a Lotus 300.
The 300, a Lotus 7, that's a kit car, it's just a beard.
Gentlemen, could we ask the winners to come forward as we announce the categories, the winners of the cars and the bikes or whatever. The first one is the entry number 290, the 1939 Morgan.
Congratulations, well deserved. Thank you very much indeed. The picture I think's made. The result of all the dirty head. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you very much. Lovely.
Entry number 162, 1955, Morris Minor Traveller with a split windscreen, marvellous.
Just hang on a minute.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mayor's Choice. It's that little red Corvette. Not so little though, is it? Really?
No prizes for the shirt, sir.
So hi everybody, just want to announce the overall show winner. Hope you had a wonderful day. What a fantastic event it's been. Thank you to the Rotary Club on its 100th anniversary, and Gordon Hardiman as president. Thank you for all your team's work. I want to announce the overall show winner, which is entry 290 and 1939 Morgan. So please come up to the stage, the proud owner of this Morgan. Round of applause for the person. Well done. Thank you. Let's get another picture for you, sir.
Oh, another picture.
Another picture.
Another one.
With a different trophy.
Oh, right.
Hold the trophy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Can't believe that.
Congratulations. Is that your first major trophy?
I had the Mayor's trophy on one occasion about 5 years ago.
Makes all the work.
Right, the next one is the Black Morris Minor.
I can't remember the name
car.
of the mayor at that stage. He was a big fellow, and he said he wouldn't be able to get into it though, so I was quite safe, he couldn't steal it.
Very pleased that you've all come, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself. This is probably our 31st show, and it goes from strength to strength. We would like to thank all the car owners who have supported this event, possibly 300 cars, vans and buses. We would like to thank all the commercial organisations that have contributed to this event, and we hope they will all be here again next year. So thanks again, safe journeys home, and thank you very much again.